Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? It's Lemekh with selahsportstv. This one's for the diehard boxing fans right here. So, yeah, we got to talk about this guy right here, man. And y'all know you probably know where I'm going with it. Hey, you Errol Spence fans, come have a seat, man. Y'all need to hear this. Even though you've been hearing the same shit we've been hearing for years. But let's address this. Why doesn't this guy want to face Terrence Crawford? And by face Terrence Crawford, I mean, why doesn't he want Errol Spence to fight Terrence Crawford? This is Errol Spence's trainer, by the way. Mr. Derrick James. Derrick James is Errol Spence's trainer. This guy's been awarded Trainer of the Year, I believe. He's decorated, right? He's a good trainer. He is, not the most dynamic style, but it's very effective. He's gonna set up that jab in the right hand, and if you're a lefty, he'll do it in reverse, But when it comes to Crawford, though, his whole tune seems to change, right? Why is that? What am I talking about? Let's listen.
Weight, make the weight. When you get tired of it, don't make the weight. So I don't get into that.
I gotta ask you, Terrence over the weekend knocked out his opponent. Did you see the fight, and what'd you think about it?
Look at him. Look. As soon as he mentions Terrence Crawford, where's he at? Where's he at? I mean, he literally ran off the screen as soon as this man's name was mentioned. Look at this shit. Look at this. He picking up shit.
Did you see that?
Like, who does that? Hold up. Did he say he didn't see the fight?
About it. You didn't see it?
Honestly, no, I didn't see
Did you
it.
see that?
He didn't see Terrence Crawford's fight, is what he's saying. This man here, this guy, look real tough, right? He's afraid, and he ain't even the one getting in the ring. I've never seen no shit like this from a fucking boxing trainer, bro.
Highlights at all, like the knockout. He knocked.
Listen to all his answers.
Knockout, but I mean, like the last two punches or whatever, I didn't see anything other than that.
Just busy.
Now he just saw the last two punches. This guy, man, just.
I mean, I really don't watch a lot of boxing, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I don't watch boxing, man.
Now you don't watch boxing. Listen to him. Look at this. Yo, I don't think I had the words. This shit is so fucking comical, man. This shit is comical. Like, it's your job to watch boxing. You a trainer. Your fighter might be facing this guy, right? I thought that's what we was going for. You ain't watched the fight? You just saw the last two punches? Really?
Just other things. Look, think about it. If you spend all day in the gym, you think that's what I'm doing when I get home?
Wow.
No, man, no. I only watch the fighters when we're fighting the fighters.
Is that a crime? No, definitely not a crime, right? He's not wrong, per se. It's just that he's lying. He's full of shit. Right? He's full of shit. He don't want to talk about Terrence Crawford. That's what this is.
If it's a big fight, I'm going to watch the fight. But I mean, I spend my whole day in the boxing gym. Every day. I work 7 days a week, so I work every day. I'm not going to come home and really watch boxing unless I have to watch boxing.
But I would imagine you've been watching a lot of Crawford fights because that's a potential fight, right?
No. But when we were preparing, I did watch the fight with the junior guy. His brother's a 68-pounder. Yeah.
Oh, Benavides.
Yeah, I saw that fight. I saw him fight the little mean machine guy. I saw, I don't know, maybe another one. You know what I mean? So I saw,
I guess from what you've seen, how does it match up in your opinion?
Look,
No comment.
no comment is what he said. No comment. How does your fighter match up with Terrence Crawford? He says.
in your opinion?
No comment.
Does that speak 1,000 words? Errol Spence fans, what if Lemekh was talking like this? Right? What if Lemekh was being this squeamish about Terrence Crawford fighting Errol Spence? Like, we know that y'all are like women. Like, we know that y'all are loud. Like, y'all, as soon as the fight was over, y'all was all over the internet slamming him like he really did something wrong. Like, y'all are loud. Y'all are some hurt hoes. Y'all are like some scorned, yeah. So, as loud as y'all can be about a guy who's an absolute dog in the ring, right? Why are you so quiet about this? Why are you so quiet about this motherfucker, man? See, we know that y'all don't want the fight. Y'all know what's gonna happen. So y'all don't want this fight. But let's continue.
No comment. No.
Do you feel Errol's that dominant in that fight?
Hey man, I think so, man. I think that he's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford's a good fighter, and Errol's a good fighter. I think when or if it ever happens, you'll see.
I hope it happens. Is it gonna happen? Are you confident that it happens?
Okay, man. You think about this. You get hyped for something, you want something. It's like the kid getting ready for Christmas.
See this shit? He does not want this fight. He don't want the fight. He don't have no answers for all that stuff Terrence Crawford can do. He has no answers. Right? But the way he's going about this is like, it's egregious. It really is.
And you just hope. I mean, you got the parents who never...
Listen to this analogy that he tries to use on why... Listen to this analogy. Listen to the question and watch his answer.
When or if it ever happens, you'll see.
I hope it happens. Is it gonna happen? Are you confident that it happens?
Okay, man. You think about this.
I don't care. He don't care if the fight happens. Not, yeah, we want that fight. We want the belt. Like, Terrence Crawford got the last belt. What you mean you don't care? I thought it was strap season. See, this is how you know all that extra cap Errol Spence coming with on Twitter. He on Twitter tweeting all fucking day. We know it's all bullshit. We know it's all cap. All cap. Because all you gotta do is listen to his trainer.
You get hyped for something, you want something. It's like the kid getting ready for Christmas. And you just hope. I mean, you got the parents who never put any gifts under the tree. You go downstairs, there's no gifts under the tree. So it's like basically the fight you saw last Saturday, snatched all the gifts from under the tree. So do you even care about Christmas anymore?
What the fuck did he just say? Nigga, just say you scared, man. Just say you scared. Like you doing all this bending and twisting and Christmas and gifts and shit. What the hell you talking about, dude?
Yeah, you always look forward to Christmas every year.
You know.
My guy over here at Fight Hub, he's pushing him. He's saying all the right stuff. He's saying all the right stuff. And look at this guy. Yeah. This is not a good look. I mean, I'm used to that from them over there.
Like basically the fight you saw last Saturday, snatched all the gifts from under the tree. So do you even care about Christmas anymore?
Yeah.
So the fight that we saw last Saturday snatched the gifts from under the tree. I'm just trying to break this down. The fight that we saw last Saturday, let's assume that he's talking about Terrence Crawford, right? The Terrence Crawford fight from last Saturday snatched all the gifts, right, from under the tree. So because Terrence Crawford knocked this guy out so viciously, now we can't get that fight. Just like I said in my previous video, I said that knockout right there, that's one of them ones that might stop us from actually getting the fight, right? That was a scary, brutal knockout. That wasn't no stoppage, right?
You always look forward to Christmas every year.
You know, but we're smarter than that now. We realized that one time you didn't get them, you may not get them anymore.
Now, here's the thing. I don't celebrate that bullshit. So whatever with that. I don't care about, but it's the analogy though. The analogy. Just because I don't celebrate it, I get what you're trying to say, bruh. And that's some weak shit. That's weak as hell.
I don't care about it because it's like, hey, it's a big deal. So
Have you ever heard a trainer? Now, one thing we know is if Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight, that would be the biggest fight for both guys. Like, what do you mean you don't care? What do you mean you don't care? You don't care about your biggest payday, your fighter's biggest payday, his biggest legacy fight, undisputed? You don't care about none of that. Right? You don't care. Interesting.
I don't know. Who knows?
Oh man, you bummed me out. I want to see that fight. I think the whole world wants to see that fight still.
You should. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. I wanted to see it also.
Did you?
But I can't. You can't make. I don't know. But
He was about to slip. Let it slip. You heard that, right? You can't make. He's talking about. All right, I'm gonna let you figure it out. Hey, Errol Spence fans, you figure out what he's talking about.
hey, it was a big deal. So I don't know. Who knows?
Oh man, you bummed me out. I want to see that fight. I think the whole world wants to see that fight still.
You should. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. I wanted to see it also. But I can't. You can't make. I don't know. But
He couldn't even get the words out. Yo. This is a damning look for that whole team over there. And I'm including Jamel Charlo too. Because he's a part of this. See, them guys over there at PBC, they're not stupid. If Crawford and Errol Spence fight, and Crawford becomes undisputed champion, he gets a mandatory shot at Jamel Charlo. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right? So you have to, in their mind, they have to not allow him to fight Errol Spence. Because if he does, and it'd be the same thing for Charlo. Like if he goes up and fights Charlo, guess what? He'd be undisputed. And he could come right back down and demand that fight with Errol Spence. I believe. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Right? So you have to protect both guys. You have to protect both guys, or you'll possibly lose. Now, I think the Jamel Charlo fight is very risky for Crawford. That fight is very risky. That's a very risky fight. I would still bet on Crawford winning, and being able to figure that guy out, but he would have to fight differently. Like he wouldn't be able to go in there and just stand in front of that guy. That would be extremely risky. But Crawford, he can take a punch. And Jamel Charlo can definitely take a punch. So I love that fight. I love that fight more than the Spence fight. The Spence fight, I think, ends early. I think that fight ends like around the same time the Avanesian fight would end. Charlo, that's a little bit different, but he doesn't seem to have the confidence. He doesn't. He's talking the same way this guy's talking. He's saying everything except let's fight. He's saying everything else. They're talking about everything else. How much money this guy getting paid, his glove, pay-per-view buy. They talking about everything except let's fight. I mean, just look at him. Do you trust this guy? Does he seem definitive? I don't think so. He seems very. I'm hearing a lot of that, and he usually never sounds like. The only time he sounds like that is when Bud Crawford's name comes up. Like, I'm not a Crawford fanboy. Like I said, the Charlo fight is a very tough fight, you know. But I'm only going off of what I see. If Bomac was doing this, I'll be saying the same shit about him and Terrence Crawford. See, if they were doing this, I would be saying it, but they're not. So, like, we got to look at where the truth is. Something's wrong. Something's going on over here. Something's going on over here.
Okay.
No words.
Yeah.
No words. Man, that's all I got, man. Shout out to Fight Hub TV. I thought this was a great interview, believe it or not. They gave a lot of tells as to what's going on that side of the street, per se. Whether Derrick James knows it or not, he just basically countered a lot of stuff that Errol Spence was putting out there. He really just debunked a lot of that shit. A lot of the shit that you Errol Spence fans have been online saying, this guy basically just debunked all that shit. So, hey, stay tuned. We'll see. My bet is that we don't get that fight. When I see stuff like this, I just see that it's going up against too much. Like Terrence Crawford, maybe we'll get it in 3 years when Crawford's like damn near 40 years old or some shit. You know, maybe. But the thing about that is Errol Spence, he's got more wear and tear than Terrence Crawford, at least in my estimation. So aging him out tactic, it might not work. It might not work. You know, Errol Spence takes a lot more damage along with all the stuff outside the ring than Terrence Crawford. So, hey, let's see. Let's see if this strategy pays off. But anyway, that's all I got. I got to get back to business, you know, and stay tuned because I got some big things lined up for you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and drop me a comment. You know, definitely hit subscribe. But go ahead and double jab your way in on that like button, right? And then hook off up top. All right. Peace.